That's a pretty good intro there. Let's. I think I turned the music down, but it didn't turn down on my headphones, so I'm going to switch over. Okay, so I think that should probably be working the way I want it to. The whole video isn't going to be on Loaded Lion's main city, but a good portion of it is going to be because we've all been waiting for this game to launch, and it finally has its launch day. I've played around with it most of the morning, so I wanted to give my thoughts on it so far. And obviously there's some caveats with the whole thing because it is day one. There's always going to be a mess on day one. And I'm actually going to say this. I might eat my words a little bit because I've said in several videos prior that I wasn't too excited for this game. I thought maybe they would be, historically, Crypto.com has, flubbed a lot of launches, and I thought they would be kind of like more the same. But from my experience, the game runs very smoothly. I didn't have any problems loading anything. I didn't have any problems getting disconnected from anything. I didn't have any errors connecting anything. I'm in the Discord and I'm seeing some announcements go out about various people having a lot of problems being reported. I didn't experience any of that. And I don't know if it's certain configurations with their browser or privacy settings, whatever it may be, or if maybe just game configurations not compatible with whatever they're using. It's hard for me to get a feel for if there's just a verbal minority experiencing problems versus how smoothly the game is running for everyone else. It's hard for me to tell. I've ran through loading screens a couple times, starting the game up, shutting it down, all that stuff, and I haven't had any problems. The game runs pretty smooth for me. So that's a bonus in my eyes. I know, like I said, a lot of people might be having problems, but it's going pretty smoothly. Another thing I think they did well is, and I didn't know this, I haven't been paying super close attention to all of the details about the launch. So I don't know if this is something that's been developing, if it's always been planned, whatever. But I read recently that this initial phase of the game isn't competitive. This is not a competitive mode. Although there is a leaderboard where I'm already far behind. I think I'm in the top 200 currently, but that changes very fast. So there is a leaderboard, so it does seem competitive. But at the same time, they're saying it's not competitive. Maybe it's just like an intro phase, a beta release where everybody plays. It's no consequences. Kind of build out, feel for the game, and see where it goes. Which I kind of like because I don't like being thrown into the game with people who are willing to ruin their lives and do nothing else other than this game. And me being an adult with a real job. So yeah, the non-competitive nature feels like a good intro. Maybe it is just the case where they mean that it's not competitive in the sense that you don't attack other people yet. Because I did read, I don't know if this was newly developed or whatever, but there's ways to cripple other players. There's ways to attack them of some sort or something. I don't know what that would look like. I don't know. I'm hoping this isn't going to be a crazy time sink for me. So I'm hoping I'm not always on the edge of my seat about attacking or defending, whatever. Especially because this is, as I understand it, only working browser-based currently. So on like a computer, not necessarily an app on like a mobile device. It would be more convenient to be hyper-vigilant on a cell phone, but We'll see where that goes. One other thing I want to, again, I'm willing to congratulate when it's warranted, and criticize when it's warranted. And I've had some things to say about crypto.com in the past. I still do, but focusing on all of the positives of this game so far that I see. Sorry, I had a brain fart. Anyways, I was saying I wanted to say that I think it's pretty good that they found a way to successfully integrate the NFTs from your custodial NFT account, even though it's using a DeFi wallet. So I remember thinking, being pretty doubtful that they would be able to pull that off correctly, but it seems, for me at least, that worked seamlessly. It was pretty easy. Scan a QR code, boom, connect, load. Yeah, they pulled it off. It works for me. Leave me feedback. Maybe if other people are having problems, let me know. What kind of browser are you using? Where are you getting hangups? Let me know what your thoughts on the game is. Also, this music's kind of catchy. It's going to loop over and over again, so it's good that it's catchy. And I thought that, initially looking at some of the material they released, I kind of would open it and then just be like completely unmotivated to read any of the strategies, because one, I felt like it was probably going to change anyways. Two, because I didn't want to be super engrossed in learning and plotting, because I don't want to be really wrapped up and competitive about this, especially since, I feel like you'll probably be rewarded with, 100 Crow. Who knows? So, yeah. Yeah, I didn't read any of the stuff that was released, but I felt like the tutorial, having really read very minimal stuff, I felt like the tutorial guided me through the process of building the city pretty well. So it was pretty intuitive, pretty good to easy to follow. So yeah, well done there. The game looks good. I have to admit, I haven't played many of these sim game kind of styles, building towns kind of thing. So is it a exact clone of some other game? I don't know. Let me know if it is. I guess that would feel a little bit cheaper to me. If it was obviously the artwork is going to be theirs and stuff, but is it just the exact same, building style of some other game? I don't know. Let me know. It seems pretty good to me. It brings, I was kind of curious how all the elements would play together. It does complete the picture for me, seeing how they all play together, the backpacks, the land, the lions, the cubs. I don't know if that was the plan from the start or something they kind of developed patchwork over time. Again, in the process of releasing all these NFTs, it felt like we were just getting milked dry left and right. All of a sudden, there's a new NFT and a new NFT and a new NFT, and you need backpacks to play. And I thought I needed a load of lion and maybe a land. It just felt like a lot. But now I can see how they all work together, and I think it's good that they're trying to minimize buying your way to the top. There is a diminishing return that you get having multiple lands. We'll see how that goes, because I feel like even with diminishing returns, if you were to buy 10 top tier lands, all the top tier backpacks, you would still have quite the advantage over other players. So I can see how that can minimize it. But yeah, so we'll see. Again, I'm building here and there. I'm not obsessing with the game, but I'm probably paying more attention to it today than I would on a normal day in my normal life, doing normal adult things. So the rate that I'm building now is probably faster than I can expect to do in the future. And I'm still, like I said, struggling to maintain top 200. And this is, again, with my understanding that there are a lot of players out there not able to connect. So I feel like when all the players are connected and up and running the way they want to, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I guess I'd be happy to be top 500 from what I remember. The top 1,000 people, something like that, get rewarded with Crow at the end of a season or whatever it is. So we'll see how much that is. Kind of excited that maybe I could win Crow from this. I like Crow. I'm super bullish on Crow. I see Crow getting super bullish in a lot of other places. I don't want to go in depth too much about it. I will say one other thing with Crow. The CDC platform, they recently had a competition with trading Flux, and I had no idea. I just saw the Flux price drop ridiculously low. I like Flux. I've been mining Flux. I have Flux nodes. I'm accumulating Flux. Flux. Anyways, I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence. This is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor, but I like Flux. So I bought a little bit, and I opened my app randomly, and they were like, "You won the contest. Here's some free Flux for your win." Now, granted, it wasn't that much free Flux. I think I maybe won like $20 worth of Flux or something like that. But hey, free crypto is free crypto. And, if Flux goes to the moon in the future, that $20 of free Flux might turn into 200, 2,000, who knows? But I just thought it was pretty cool that you could get rewarded. I don't know what are the chances of winning that competition. I don't know how many winners there were and what the prizes involved were. The trading amounts. I didn't buy that much Flux. Maybe $100, $200, something like that. So it wasn't like I was going all in on Flux, 5,000, 10,000, whatever. I bought a little bit and I won a little bit. It was just kind of cool. So I wanted to throw that out there too. And obviously, I'm going to end the video. I'm not going to show much of the gameplay for the loaded lines. I don't know if you were waiting to see that. I just kind of wanted it as a background, maybe a loading, something different from normal. So to celebrate, I'm not going to go over the gameplay because I think pretty much every review video over there is going over the gameplay. And I don't have any unique strategy. Play around with yourself, figure it out. The gameplay is smooth, like I said, in my opinion. But yeah, if you want a gameplay video, let me know. Leave me a comment, leave me a review, like and subscribe, whatever. I'll do a gameplay video. I didn't feel like it was, I don't know, necessary. I feel like everybody's doing that. I just wanted to talk. Again, this is my style right now. I'm just talking. Last thing I wanted to say was like congratulations, everybody. The SEC has another black eye. Obviously, if you haven't been paying attention, they have huge black eyes from the Ripple case they lost, and now they lost the GBTC case because they denied them as a spot Bitcoin ETF, and that was ruled to be pretty much unfair. And so obviously everyone knows BlackRock has an application in for a spot ETF, and it's very widely thought that maybe BlackRock is going to get that approved on the heels of this defeat, because they were probably going to get it approved anyways. And furthermore, everyone knows that people are super bullish on Bitcoin spot ETF because especially if it's BlackRock as the lead player, there is going to be such a disgusting amount of money coming into Bitcoin if a spot ETF is approved. So I think that's been reflected in the price a little bit. Bitcoin had obviously a very strong bounce the other day on the news of the SEC loss. Obviously, it's retraced a little bit today, as most bounces do. And it remains to be seen whether or not this continues going up because of the bullish direction, or maybe buy the rumor, sell the news event. Maybe it just bleeds out still from now. Who knows? I don't know. Short term, I don't know. Long term, yeah, I think this is going to be a very bullish setup for the next bull run, especially with the halving around the corner. All of these things, they're just overlaying perfectly for, I think, what's going to be a face melting bull run coming up. You know, I don't generally like to do the hype moon boy stuff. You know, I think you have to be realistic a lot of times, but you know, and I guess this is just the nature of getting excited for the bull run. It's just like you get excited, you look at the potential, and you realize what's there, and you just know nobody else sees it yet. But when they do, it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna melt everybody's faces off, and I'm excited for that. I'm excited for that. At the same time, I'm grateful. I am grateful for this long bear market. I know it's very frustrating for everybody. I know it's very painful. I've experienced a variety of emotions myself, but I am grateful that I have the opportunity to continue to take little bites here and there, dollar cost average into positions that I find attractive, and accumulate more. And, you know, like I said, Crow being one of those positions, I want to get that black card. It takes $400,000. That's a lot of money. And at market highs, that's never going to happen for me. But if I can buy at market lows or near market lows, you know, you're never going to buy the perfect bottom and you're never going to sell the perfect top. But at 5 cents, you know, even if it loses another 50%, or, you know, let's say it goes down to 2 cents, which is just, I think, ridiculous. You know, it's still, when the bull run comes back around, I think it's going to be well worth it. And I think Crow has a lot of good utility coming up, and I will happily hold it for that black card. Who else out there is trying to get a black card? Let me know. Okay, that's a long video. I'm going to edit there. Maybe do some minimal editing. I don't know. We'll see. Toodles. Yeah.